Well, what are the values of the Constitution? I've said the rule of law, and by that we all understand that there's equality before the law, there's accountability, there's consistency, there is an administrative structure that is predictable, and the laws are known to the people, and the equality before the law means that the laws apply equally to everybody. There's no hierarchy. Equality before the law is for the prince and the pauper alike. And in order to maintain that, we have what is called a system of checks and balances. Power is not concentrated in a single entity or in a single person. It is spread between arms of government. So we have an executive, which is separate from the legislature, and we have a judiciary, which is answerable only to the law and the Constitution, doesn't answer to politicians or to the executive branch of government. And in addition to that, because we knew that we were making a major transition away from parliamentary sovereignty, where what politicians said goes, into a situation where what the Constitution says, and eventually the Constitution means what the independent courts say it means. In that context, what you have to have is a structure of institutions that support constitutional democracy. And we have created what we call Chapter 9 institutions, named after the 9th chapter of the Constitution. And the important ones among those are the Public Protector, who is there to see to it that maladministration does not take place in South Africa, and receives complaints and investigates them for free. Things like expenditure at Kgotla, a purchase of headquarters for the police at 3 times the going rental, leasing at 3 times the going rental, and reports on her investigation, and then takes remedial steps. She has the power to take remedial steps. Then there's the Human Rights Commission, which is there to see to it that the promises of the Bill of Rights, which is Chapter 2 of the Constitution, are actually implemented. So people who feel that human rights are being trampled can, for free, go to the Human Rights Commission and say, I'm the victim of hate speech, I'm the victim of unfair discrimination. And its mandate refers back to the Bill of Rights, which says that the state must, not may or can or should, but must respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the rights in the Bill of Rights. And our Bill of Rights is one of the most enviable and sophisticated bills of rights in the world. All of the social and political rights are there, but socio-economic rights are also built into our Constitution. What we are doing is respecting human dignity, promoting the achievement of equality, and enjoying the freedoms that are guaranteed to us in our Bill of Rights. That's the short version of the Bill of Rights. It's an entire chapter of the Constitution. Everybody, adult, child alike, is entitled in the new South Africa to basic education under the Constitution. And sad to say, that hasn't actually been rolled out to the extent that we would have liked to have seen, and that impacts very negatively on the achievement of equality, because achieving equality is actually putting everybody on a comparable educational level from the basic education point of view. Not everybody goes to university, but if a large number, and the figures are really scary, if people are coming out of school with a matric certificate and are still unable to read and write to the level of functional literacy, they are actually effectively unemployable in the modern 21st century South African economy. And that is why we see so much xenophobia, so many young people roaming the streets with nothing to do, and such a high level of unemployment in South Africa.